Hello, welcome back. So today I have a very exciting deck, and I'm sure that you have read the title by now, and you probably clicked it because it's a deck that I think a lot of people will be interested in. So, that is the I'm saying 2021, but I think this has been out since 2020. But I could be wrong. I don't remember exactly when I saw it, but I remember seeing pictures of the box. Sorry, you're gonna see my ring light a little, but is what it is. I remember seeing the box and thinking that looks like a fake deck. And the cards were next to it, and it looked like the original Dirty Pam. And I guess let me just rewind a little. So even before I saw the pictures, there were little mumblings around that I heard that they were, when I say they, I mean Los Scarabeo, was going to re-release the Radiant Y Spirit as the Dirty Pam again. So they were going to add borders. It would be like the original Dirty Pam. So this is the original Dirty Pam. It is a deck actually called the Pamela Coleman Smith Tarot, or Pamela Coleman Smith RWS Tarot. It was put out by Los Scarabeo. There are a number of decks that come in this box. Specifically, I think there are 3 different variations. I'm sure I have talked about them in previous videos, but I will link below a video that Melissa Zupan put out on her channel that really better articulates what you're looking for on the box and things, and it's just a really great video, so I'm going to direct you to her. So finally I tracked this down, and by track this down, I mean found information about it. This particular deck was sent to me as a gift by a very nice and kind subscriber of my channel. Anyway, I don't expect anybody to send me anything at all. That's not the point of me saying that. It's just, it was nice. I appreciate it. If you're watching, thank you. I'm not going to say the person's name because I didn't ask them if I could, so that's that. There's still not a ton of information about how to get your hands on this online. I've looked in a couple of groups online, and as the only information that I've seen is pretty general, and it's that it comes in a magazine subscription box. So at first I thought, okay, well, if it comes in a subscription box, I won't be able to get it because generally subscription boxes are something that people would subscribe to on a monthly or seasonal basis. And once the box has been sent and distributed, it wouldn't be, the same items wouldn't go in the box because that would defeat the purpose of a person having a subscription, because why would you want several of these? So I did a little research, and I am going to do a little side-by-side of, this next to the Dirty Pam, the original, but I wanted to give you information about this first. So it comes from a company called Total Tarot, the definitive step-by-step course. And so essentially what happens is there are 5 parts, 5 components of this like mail order tarot course, essentially. And you're meant to work with each of the things that they send you and each of the informations, each of the magazines, which really are more like pamphlets or like journal entries, kind of like information. And then by the end of it all, you have a full like step-by-step how to read, you have a deck of cards, and you have like other little things. So essentially so it comes in 3 boxes. You'll get 3 different shipments. It is unfortunately only available in the UK, and I don't know that they plan to, you know, extend that to anywhere else. So in the first box is £6.98, and you get the a large, like a giant size majors only of the Golden Art Nouveau tarot, which is kind of cool because that's not available anywhere. And then you get the first magazine, and then you get the first half of the deck, and a storage box for the Golden Art Nouveau tarot, and a binder to organize all of these things in. So that's the first one. The second box is £7.99, and it comes with the second half of the Radiant Wise Spirit deck. With you also get the next gold foil card and a little pouch to put your Majors Only deck in. So I guess you'll get a box and a bag for it, so you can choose. And then box number 3 is £15.98, and you get the Thelma Tarot deck and storage box, the last 2 Golden Art Nouveau cards, and a tarot journal. So altogether, all 3 boxes and everything is £31 or 44 US dollars. So not terrible, really, if you think about it, because if you do all 3 of them, you'll end up with 2 decks, 2 full 78 card decks, and a Majors Only deck. Some of this is marketing, obviously. The company Total Tarot partnered with Los Scarabeo, which is how they've gotten these exclusive decks like the Golden Art Nouveau Giant, and how they have now had this. I think that the rumblings that I heard around about them re-releasing the Dirty Pam was this. I think this is what people were talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera. We'll take a look. And yeah, I hope this is helpful for you all. And I will link the Total Tarot in the description box also. That way, if you are in the UK, you can get this. Okay, so here we have, obviously, our Radiant Wise Spirit from the subscription box here, and our Pamela Coleman Smith from here. And I think what I'm gonna do, so that we can make sure that we can tell them apart the entire time, is I'm going to keep the title cards just right next to them. That way nobody is confused, even though truly I think they are the same. So we have our 2 title cards. Obviously, I expected that these would be different because the Dirty Pam obviously came out, you know, before, so they would have been advertising different decks than currently. So we'll go ahead and put that to the side. And before we take a look at the actual things, we should have a look at the backs, which are exactly the same. Yeah. Truly, the only thing that I noticed right off the bat, which is like very menial, obviously, but the new printing, it's like kind of hard to even tell. Oh, come on. There we go. The new printing is the front one, and it's a little more rounded on the corners, which is kind of nice. They're just like not sharp at all. They're just perfectly round. So aside from that, they are exactly the same size. And yeah, now I've got myself nervous. See how close they are? You can't even tell. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through this because I truly think that they look exactly the same to me. I didn't notice really any differences at all. I guess slightly the Radiant Y Spirit one is like the text box is a little lighter. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's more like a brown and less warm. But I mean, overall, not enough to like make a difference, truly. And I really don't understand why they chose to like skew these images and make them cropped. And I think that the cards actually are a different dimension now. I haven't worked with the like readily available Radiant Y Spirit because I don't particularly like borderless and I don't like the way that the cards turned out. But I don't know why they chose to do that and like manipulate the images when they obviously still could produce the exact same deck in 2021 because they have now. So, I guess if you're interested in getting this new version, because obviously the Dirty Pam is out of print, and I haven't seen one in a while, honestly, for sale. But if you're interested in that, obviously I'm going to have the link in the description if you're in the UK. If you are not in the UK, maybe you could find a buddy that wouldn't mind subscribing for you. That being said, it's going to end up costing you potentially a lot of money depending on where you are in the world for them to then get the boxes and then ship them to you. I mean, it will become pricey. I mean, for the cost of, like, after you do that, I think you probably could find a copy of the Dirty Pam for, close to that anyway. So it might just be more worth your while to keep an eye out for the original version. If you're in the UK, though, this is a great option. 31 pounds, I don't think is too much. I mean, there are decks that cost 31 pounds that are mass market, or, not much less than that. And in this case, you would get lots of other things with it. It's not like you're just spending the £31 pounds to get this deck and that's it. And certainly if you're a beginner to tarot and you're in the UK, this might be a really great option because you'll not only get the deck, which is really beautiful, really nice, really kind of inviting, universally appreciated and loved RWS in really nice colors, but also you get all of the information about how to read the cards and how to interpret the cards. And, it's a good little starter. You'll end up with 2 decks and a Majors Only deck, which is nice. I don't particularly work with Majors Only, but lots of people I think do. So yeah, I mean, it's a good value, I think. I don't have the rest of the information, so I'm just basing it off of the decks that you're getting and the price. So I think it's a good value even if you just got the 2 decks and the Majors Only for that price. So, any additional literature is just kind of a bonus in my opinion. And that's what I think makes this a good value. And I don't think that Los Scarabeo will ever see my videos. And if they do, I doubt that they'll make it this far into the video. But if by some chance there is a Los Scarabeo representative out there, I would say to them, please make this available to the masses. Like, you will make money. People love it. People still want it. It is beautiful. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, they truly are identical. There is no sort of change really at all. Not even really, there is no change. I don't see a difference. The images are identical. The colors are identical. The cardstock, I think, is... the cardstock feels the same. The Radiant Wise Spirit version has just a little more sort of like tooth. It's a little more matte. Like, I'll see if I can show you when I get to the last card what I mean by that. So you can see how, like, you can very clearly see the ring light on the Pamela Coleman Smith Dirty Pam, the original. And then when you have the Radiant Wise Spirit, it's much more like dispersed light and you can't see it as much. So, I mean, do with that what you will. It's not that big a difference, but certainly this one is more matte. Other than that, they are really identical. And very nice. So if you're in the UK, I say fork over the money. Go ahead and get it. It's worth it. It's beautiful. It's everything I think that we have been hoping for. And honestly, like, with it being more matte, it is maybe even better than the original one, if you think about it in that way, because the cardstock is the same, except it's matte. So, like, it's fantastic. I hope this has been helpful. I will have Melissa's video linked in my description box in case you are looking for this particular deck. And I will have the link to the Total Tarot if you are interested in getting this deck. Thank y'all for watching and have a good one.